I've been lost in your eyes all afternoon. The more I drift, the closer I get to you. She's a ghost, and the truth, it's impossible. But I love her lies. You make sure I don't find somebody new. It's the way you move. It's the way you move. I knew I'd stay with you after just one touch. The way you move has got me stuck. Got me stuck. Got me stuck. I was lost and then found inside of a dream. Running round in a circle, trying to believe. She's a ghost, and the truth, it's impossible. But I love her lies. You make sure I don't find somebody new. It's the way you move. It's the way you move. I knew I'd stay with you after just one touch. The way you move has got me stuck. Stuck. Got me stuck. Stuck. Got me It's the way you move. It's the way you move. I knew I'd stay with you after just one touch. The way you move has got me stuck. Got me stuck. Got me stuck.
And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. It's Major League Baseball on a Friday night. It's the Los Angeles Angels taking on the Minnesota Twins. With my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. The first half of the All-Star break is behind us, and partner, it's go time in the second half.
And if you want to be playing meaningful games at the end of September, you got to put your head down and grind for the next 8 weeks.
All right, we'll be back. Started after this. Just about set to go now. And on the hill for the Twins, Pablo Lopez. How about a report on him, Chris?
Well, coming into this game, hitters are batting under 250 against this starting pitcher. So it just shows you how effective he's been. He's been able to move his pitches around, add in some track, change up the look so that hitters don't get too comfortable and start squaring up the baseball. We'll see what he's got in this one.
Number 18, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball one. They say you win.
1 ball, 1 strike.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Left-hand hitter waits.
2-2.
On the ground to first, Solano. 1 out in the top of the first. All right, let's take a look at the Angels lineup. Singy, the numbers tell us this is an offense designed to swing it. They're not going to force a ton of action on the bases, and so obviously that is one of the focal points that we'll look at.
And you look at the quality of the at-bats because of the fact that the legs aren't a part of this game. They have to be very selective, look for long pitch counts, grinding out at-bats, and really barrels to the baseball because it's a lot easier to jog around the bases than for these guys to sprint.
One down, base is empty.
Really good cutter that he's able to front door and back door. That pitch is devastating.
Falling behind 2-1. The wind of the pitch.
3 balls, 1 strike.
And that's
Take
ball
your
4.
base, ball 4.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted at first base with a quick free pass.
Runner on at first with 1 gone. Brandon Drury digs in now. Runner on the go. Ball misses. Safe at second with a stolen base.
I think that steal kind of sets the tone, not just for this game, but for the entire series. First inning, game 1, so that kind of tells me they're going to be aggressive on offense and try to force the issue whenever they can.
And the 1-0. And a foul ball. Ball to strike. Runner on the go again. Ball outside. Throw to third, and he's in there easily.
In this game, you got to take what the other team is giving you. And right there, they were giving him a steal at third base. Didn't check his lead. Catcher doesn't throw very well. So you got to take that back. Get your team that much closer to scoring a run.
Next offering is fouled back. And here it comes. Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
Well, that was such a great opportunity to grab the lead. You had the infield back. All you've got to do is just put the ball in play on the ground, and you drive across a run. It's a frustrating outcome for the hitter. Now, still have a chance, but it's probably going to take a clutch hit with 2 outs.
Logan O'Hoppe, the next to hit for the Angels. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
1 ball, no strike.
And now 2-2. And now it's filled up. Joe Adell up next for the Angels. Battling here as he fouls it away. No score yet, but a runner at third with 2 away. Swing, and that one hammered. Down the line. If it's fair, it's gone, and that is out of here. He sends a rocket to left. His 13th home run of the season. It's 2-0.
No, Boog, clearly some frustration out there on the mound right now. I mean, that ball was so close to going foul. Would have been a long strike, but instead Batter gets rewarded. Did a nice job of getting to the pitch and hitting it hard enough to get over the fence.
Here's Joe Adele. Swing and a miss. That's strike one.
Well, lots of pitches thrown in this first inning. It's kind of that nightmare scenario for starting pitching. But you know what? It's still early enough. He can settle in. He can get some length if he just cleans up his mechanics a little bit.
That's to third. Castro sends it to first. Out number 3. 2-run shot for the Angels this inning. It's now a 2-0 ball game.
Ladies, if you feel me, turn me up and let the beat rock. When you in the presence of my crown, the beat drop, I won't let it hit the ground. Now you can fix.
Back in Minnesota. And on the hill in this one, Davis Daniel.
Well, one thing for me that's a little alarming is that this guy is walking more than he's striking out. And when you've got traffic on the base paths, one mistake can put your team behind the 8-ball early in a ball game. So we'll see today if somehow he's able to reverse that trend, fill up the strike zone, get some soft contact, and perhaps move through this ball game without too much damage.
We go to the bottom of the first. And now for the Twins, Donovan Solano. And there's the strike.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
Ground ball left side. Over to first. One up, one down. And now we take a peek at the Twins lineup. And a key piece, a guy having a big season for them, Ryan Jeffers.
Well, Boog, there aren't many guys who have a flair for the big moment like he does. I mean, batting over 400 with runners in scoring position. Are you kidding me? I know it's not guaranteed or an automatic, but I hope we get to see him in a close, late-game situation with runners in scoring position and just see, is he truly a machine or not?
The 0-1. On the ground, right side. Lays out. He's got it. Fires to first. On the money. Nice play.
Well, he makes a great decision to go ahead and dive to stop that ball. Nice little flip to the pitcher covering. Those are those PFPs, pitchers fielding plays.
Ryan Jeffers at the plate. And he swings and misses at the initial offering. The wide to kick the pitch. Just missed.
That two-seam fastball is usually coupled with a slider away, and when a hitter's conscious of the pitch in, it's hard for him to cover middle away, and that's where a pitcher can really finish off that batter.
Swing and a bouncer. Slings to first, and that is the inning. Nothing doing here for the Twins, and they're down 2-0. Top of the second, so in now for the Angels, Jared Walsh.
Number 20, Jared Walsh.
Lopez back to work. And that one off the outside edge.
1-0.
Swings and chases a low one there. Joe McDonald doing the home plate duties here.
Well, Joe's an interesting one. I'm always trying to figure out what exactly his zone is. It feels like it kind of moves around from game to game, sometimes inning to inning.
Next offering is in the dirt. Yeah, I think that's fair. I don't think he's ever way off with his balls and strikes, but yeah, I don't think it's easy to define what his zone is, like you said. Next pitch is outside. Fouls one away, and now 3-2. The wind and the pitch. Sets him down on strikes. He's got to be frustrated with that call.
Well, it's just a great job of playing catch with the catcher. Exactly where the catcher set up is where he threw that pitch, and probably fooled the umpire a little bit because there was no budge at all.
Randall Grichuk now. First pitch just misses. Righty delivers. There's a swing and a miss.
1-1.
The 1-1. And that's outside.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Liner snagged at first.
Nothing you can do about those as a hitter. Even though you know that, they still drive you absolutely crazy.
2 outs, base is empty. Here's David Fletcher.
Let's go, Twins!
First offering, and it just misses. In there at the knees for a strike. Ball to strike. The pitch. And it's fouled away. One, two now. And that one missing low. On the ground, right side. Whips it to first. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Nothing doing here this half. Down to the bottom of the second. Angels 2 and the Twins nothing. Welcome back. Max Kepler at the plate.
For the Twins, the right fielder, Max Kepler.
The pitch. That's a little bit low. The pitch. So 2 balls and no strikes.
2-0.
And misses inside.
3 balls, no strikes.
The wind of the pitch. And he walked him.
Take your base.
It's tough after falling behind a hitter, 2 balls and no strikes, but now at least he gets a fresh start against a new batter, but he needs to get back into the strike zone and start pitching with conviction.
Willie Castro at the plate and takes high there.
No strike.
Runner at first with no outs here. Late swing, foul to the left. The 1-1. Oh, great stop. The throw over to Fletcher. To first, not in time. Great effort there.
Well, this is obviously a tremendous play, but for me, it starts with a well-broken-in glove. To have the confidence to go down, knowing that ball is going to be right in the pocket, so you've got a clean transfer, pop back up to the feet, and fire across the diamond. Outstanding job.
Kyle Farmer up to the plate now. In there for strike one. The pitch. And that one pulled foul. Kicks and deals. That one just missing inside. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Throw over to first. Castro back on a dive. That's outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. Got him swinging. Throw to second. He's safe.
That is set. The second baseman,
Number 47, the next twin up to hit. First offering misses the mark.
1-0.
Try to get him to chase on the changeup that time. Let's 2-0. And that one fouled off.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
Hit hard, should be extra bases. Castro headed for the plate. He'll score, and it's a 1-run game.
Everything came together for him. When you connect and it jumps off your bat like that, you're thinking double at the very least. What a great swing on it, and man, he wasn't fooled at all.
So up next for Minnesota, Michael A. Taylor. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. The run comes in from second. It's 2-2. Throw, and it gets away.
Fastball pretty much middle, and that's what you fall asleep dreaming about as a hitter. So no surprise he put a great swing on it.
And next for Minnesota, Matt Wallner. That's in there. Strike one. And that clips the inside corner.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First 2 pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the wall. He's going to have to figure something out and figure it out quickly.
The 0-2. Laced into left. That's a base hit. Here's the throw to the plate. The run comes in from second. It's 3-2.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
Here's Donovan Solano. First time up, he grounded to third. A swing and a miss, and that's strike one. Here comes the 0-1. And that's outside. Pitch misses. Now 2 balls and a strike. Slapped foul. In the air to left center. And that one hops the wall. Walner around third. He'll score easily, and they lead by 2.
Picks himself up an RBI. Pretty much just a textbook double into the gap. And when you can drop one in there between the outfielders, you know you're making the turn at first. Just an excellent swing.
Man in scoring position with 2 away. The batter now, Jorge Polanco. 0 for 1. He grounded out to first his last time. In there, and it's 0-1.
Well, they've been able to score 4 runs off of him in this inning, and this is where you want to just max out, get as much as you can, give him one of those tough innings where it's going to be hard for him to recover in the next one.
And that's in for a strike.
Very well executed changeup right there. If he can command the fastball consistently, that's going to be an important pitch in terms of him turning this outing around.
That misses. Going to count 1-2.
1-2.
Runner at second, 2 down. In the dirt. And an excellent job keeping it right there. Got him. Ends the inning after they racked up a bunch of runs. So they move out in front after a 4-run outburst. We played 2 full. It's the Twins 4 and the Angels 2. Back here at the ballpark, top half of the 3rd inning, and now number 38.
Michael Stefano.
Lopez back to work. Liner to second and picked on the hop. And 1 away in the top of the 3rd.
Now batting, number 18.
Now it's the DH, number 18. Grounded out his first time. That to right. Kepler settles under it. Pulls it down, and there's 2 gone.
Maybe caught that one off the end just a little bit. Couldn't quite barrel it up enough to really drive it.
And next for the Angels, number 9. He walked and came around to score his first time up. On the ground to the left. Gathers and throws to first. They don't come any quicker. 3 pitches for 3 outs. Inning over. No runs, no hits, no errors. We head now to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Twins 4 and the Angels 2. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now the Twins catcher, Ryan Jeffers. And the right-hander back to work.
Well, he's back out here for the 3rd, and after the first couple of innings, pretty rough. I think the skipper is looking for him to give him a little bit of length, see if he can save the bullpen some.
The 1-0. And a good eye there.
Well, usually a high level of confidence when you're facing a young pitcher out there on the mound. In this situation, ahead 2-0, he's put himself in a really good spot.
And the righty deals. There's a strike.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Lifted in the air out to left. Grichuk makes the play, and there's 1 down.
Good pitch. He just kind of had him out in front on that pitch away and wasn't able to stay closed.
Now batting Max Kepler. He reached out a walk his first time. Kepler measures 6 feet 4 inches, 30 years old now, and he was born in Germany. First pitch doesn't find the zone. In the air out to center. Hauls it in, and there's 2 away.
Now batting, third baseman, Willie.
2 outs, base is empty. This is Willie Castro. 0 for 1, he hit into a fielder's choice his first time. And that's outside. And now 2-0.
2-0 to count.
Puts it in the air out towards left center. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. That is the inning. Twins retired in short order as they can't add to their 4-2 lead. As we go to the top of the 4th, Brandon Drury to the plate.
First baseman, number 23, Brandon Drury.
The pitch. Ball 1 there. Next pitch is outside.
Well, he looks more focused at the plate and working the count after that first at-bat strikeout.
Bounce to third. To first. That's the first out in the top of the 4th. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Logan O'Hoppe. He's 1 for 1 with a 2-run homer his first time up. And downstairs. The next offering misses. 2-0. That one drifts inside. Next pitch in for a strike, 3-1. Chris, we were excited to watch him pitch. This is a little more along the lines of what we were expecting performance-wise.
Yeah, Boo, great pitchers like this, you may get one opportunity in one inning to get to them, to get some runs up on the board. And if you don't take it then, you may see zeros the rest of the ball game.
Righty to the plate. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. And the right-hander deals. Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk.
Just missed his spot on the inside right there.
The center fielder,
Joe Adele getting ready to hit. 0 for 1 so far. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. And that's in for a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
The pitch. And there's a fly ball deep right field. That one's got a chance. And it hits the fence. Lead runner holds at third, so 2 runners in scoring position and just 1 out.
He was all over that one. Anytime you smoke a ball off the wall, you kind of think about what it could have been, but obviously you have to be happy with that result.
One away, runners at second and third. And now the right fielder, Jared Walsh. His first at bat was a strikeout. Inside corner, and that's called a strike.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Second and third here, one away. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
That's off the mark, and the count 1-2. And he grounds one back up the middle. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. He decides to eat it, and a run is in to score.
Well, back within one as he brings home the run. You can't do much better than that on a pitch that far outside of the strike zone. Got him to chase on the 2-strike count, but he wasn't fooled. He hit that ball really well.
Digging in. And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. Solano makes the grab on the run.
Yeah, that was a wasted RBI opportunity, but competitor like him, he is looking forward to making up for it in his next at bat.
So up next, David Fletcher rolled out to second in his first at bat. And that's in there for strike one.
No ball. 1 strike.
Now a fly ball to right center. Kepler makes the grab on the run. 1 run in the inning, but they leave 2. On now to the bottom of the 4th. It's the Twins 4 and the Angels 3. Bottom of the 4th. Now it's the shortstop, Kyle Farmer.
The shortstop, Kyle Farmer.
And a pitch. Way inside, gets out of the way.
Well, these Twins showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. Pitch count is pretty high, and they've plated 4 runs already, so I think it's safe to say their game plan is working out pretty well right now.
Edge of the zone for a strike. Now 2-1.
So they forced the starter to put in a lot of work, and they've been able to get to him for some runs. And hopefully that bullpen phone is working today.
Swing and a ball lined out towards center. Adele makes the catch, and there's 1 gone.
The bat, the second baseman.
So digging in, number 47. 1 for 1 with a double and a run scored. And that one fouled off. And the 0-1. That one fouled off. The 0-2.
Ball.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit.
Now batting, center fielder.
Well, back in trouble, Boo, and it's just been like this for him most of the game. They've been all over him since his first pitch, and I think he's got a very short leash right now. Really needs to lock it down here.
And now for the Twins, Michael A. Taylor. Doubled in his first AB. That one is upstairs. The 1-0. And that misses off the outside edge. Chris, with that distraction and a speedy guy at first, he's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in.
Out there to center. Adele going after it. Nice grab on the run. And there's 2 away.
Now batting, the left fielder, Matt Wallner.
Here's the left fielder, Matt Wallner. Singled and scored his first time. Pitch misses,
1-0.
and that's ball 1.
Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can focus on the pitch.
They say you win.
1-1.
Here's a 1-1. Good eye right there. Move first.
He's safe.
At the belt and fires. And that is cut on and missed. That is strike 2.
Well, and those hitters count sometimes can be a little too aggressive, and a good pitcher will play off of that. He's got to get a better pitch to hit.
Daniel checks over to first, and he's back. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That ends the inning. 1 left for Minnesota, but they hold on to a 4-3 lead. We go to the top of the 5th. Here's the third baseman, number 38. And the pitch. This one smashed down the right field line. Lays out and makes the play.
You love to see when a guy's hungry to make a play. Right there, an excellent diving catch. You can absolutely tell he was all in tracking that ball down.
Number 18, the next to hit for the Angels. And first offering is fouled off. And a pitch. And there's a ball.
That's the ball.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air left field. Pretty well struck. Reaching for it and brings it in.
Gotta love the over-the-shoulder catch. I tell you what, those are really fun to make.
Number 9, the next to hit for the Angels.
Well, on the mound, very efficient, able to produce an outcome, it seems like, within the 3rd or 4th pitch of just about every at-bat.
In there for strike 1.
Pretty rare location right there, right down the middle. This guy paints the edges. I'm not sure if you're going to see that pitch again as a hitter.
The 0-1 is outside, and it's a ball and a strike. And delivers outside. Way out front for strike 2.
Now, there's a pitch we haven't seen in a while. It's going to be tough on the hitters if he can mix that in whenever he wants.
Three-two now.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with the 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
3-2 now. This one in the air right field. Kepler grabs it on the run. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. Last half of the 5th coming up. It's the Twins 4 and the Angels 3. Back at Target Field, John Shabby with my buddy Chris Singleton. It's set to get us started. Bottom 5, Donovan Solano. Here comes a pitch. That one finds the zone, and that's strike 1. And a foul ball. Going 2 now. Just missed.
It's a good take.
And a 1-2. Hit weakly on the ground. Fires over to first. And that's the first out in the bottom of the 5th.
The designated hitter,
Jorge Polanco, the next Twin up to hit. Swings and misses. Strike 1.
Just a bit tardy there. Not sure if he had a hard time picking it up out of the hand or if he was sitting off speed.
And now the 0-1. Ripped on the ground to second. Fletcher fires over to first. Home after the 5th inning, moving along. 2 quick outs.
The catcher, Ryan.
2 outs, base is empty. And next for Minnesota, Ryan Jeffers. Line drive, base hit.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Now it's the right fielder, Max Kepler. And that one hammered and gone. Max Kepler knocks one out. His 22nd homer of the year, and they tack on to their lead. It's 6-3. That one just sounded different.
And might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I can feel that swing from the booth. Hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
New pitcher coming on, the veteran Tyler Anderson.
Well, he struggled quite a bit, so this is another opportunity to get on the right track. He's given up more than 1 hit per inning pitch so far this season.
Willie Castro, the next Twin up to hit. And that's in the dirt. Ball 1. Anderson ready to work. Check swing. Went around, and it's 1-1. Good eye right there.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Hard hit, right side. Sends it to first. Inning over. But the Twins bring in 2 on the homer. And they've doubled up now. It's 6-3. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Back in Minnesota. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. And now the first baseman, Brandon Drury. Lopez back to work. And there's a strike.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
Turned on, but that's foul down the third baseline. Oh, 2 now. And down on strikes. And now 1 away.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
The catcher.
And now it's the Angels cleanup batter, Logan O'Hoppe. And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike 1. That one missed. The 1-1 is fouled off. To third, Castro. Whips it across. Out. 2 quick outs to open the top of the 6th.
Good fade and sinking action of that changeup. Got that hitter to roll over.
Adele.
And next for L.A., Joe Adele.
Drove it off the wall last time. Just missed out on a home run.
That one's in there, 0-1.
Not sure if he could be in more of a groove. Looks really relaxed. He's retired 7 straight. This guy's feeling it right now.
Slice the other way and foul. Lopez gets the swing and the miss. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. So they make short work of him there. 6, 7, 8 due in the bottom of the 6th. It's the Twins 6 and the Angels 3. Welcome back. Bottom of the 6th. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Kyle Farmer.
I'm gonna take you down.
And a pitch.
That's
In for a strike. And it's 0-1. Activity in the bullpen for the Angels. And Joyce, the rookie right-hander, is getting loose. The wind of the pitch. Chopped left side. Throws to first. 1 away, bottom of the 6th.
Now batting, second baseman, Edward.
And stepping in is the speedy number 47. Anderson,
Ball.
a 6'2" southpaw.
Ball,
He
no
features a
strike.
4-seam fastball, a changeup, a cutter, a sinker, and he occasionally uses a curve.
Ball.
Next one misses, and it's 2-0. Curveball over for a called strike. And now the lefty just missed. And there's ball 4.
Always we know just something.
So up next for Minnesota, Michael A. Taylor.
Always we know just some things we show.
Runner on the go. That's in for a strike.
0-1.
And safe. It's a stolen base. Chris, his wheels were the difference maker on that play. Just got in there.
Yeah, with StatCast's help, we see his top speed on this stolen base, and that's a big number. I mean, man, he really made his athleticism work for him on that one.
Move to second. Runner at second here, one gone. That's in there. And that is strike two.
All right, now, he may have not liked either of those first two pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point, he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to the zone.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Now batting.
Now, Matt Wallmer.
But bottom of the order here, Boog, you got to go right after this guy.
As they look to pick up an add-on run. And the number 9 guy at the plate. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. And that one wrapped foul. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. Left field. And it falls. The throw in. They extend their lead as the runner scores from second. It's 7-3.
Comes through with the RBI. Takes an inside pitch and just fillets it over there to left field. And that's all he had to do is get something to the outfield grass to push that run across.
And here's the Twins leadoff guy, Donovan Solano. That one inside. 1-0. Solano measures 5 feet 8 inches, 35 years old, and he's a former Silver Slugger recipient in the National League. And the 1-0. And another ball.
2-0 to count.
Next pitch is outside. And that's in for a strike.
3-1.
Solano started after it, tried to hold up. Now a look to first, did not go.
Not what he wanted to do right there, Boog. That keeps this inning alive, puts a runner in the scoring position, and a chance for this offense to add on to their lead.
Jorge Polanco, the next Twin up to hit. Out towards right center. That's well struck. That's back. Hits the top of the wall. One run across. Now a relay to the plate. Tag. Too late. He scores. And it's 9-3.
Picks himself up a couple of ribbies. A well-deserved double on a great swing. Got everything going on time. He stayed balanced and he squared it up about as well as you could possibly ask.
Kenny Rosenberg will take over here.
And as relievers go, he's not a big strikeout guy. He tries to force weak contact, so command and execution are huge for him.
Ryan Jeffers will hit next. And that one a little bit high. Good eye right there. 2-0 to count. Here it comes.
Ball.
And that's too high. So definitely a little wild right out of the gate.
Well, it can be a little tough coming from the bullpen mound to this mound, but you've got to find a way to get ahead in the count quickly. He hasn't. We'll see how this at bat turns out.
Right.
In for a strike, now 3-1.
3 balls, 1 strike.
The 3-1. That clips the corner.
Full count.
And a payoff pitch. So now 2 on and 2 outs.
You get a walk, and you get a walk. Everyone gets a walk, Boog.
The right fielder, Max.
And now Max Kepler.
Coming off an absolute bomb in his last at bat.
Fastball for a strike. It's 0-1.
1 strike.
First and second, 2 down. And there's a foul ball. Oh, 0-2 now. And now
Ball.
1-2. In the dirt, but kept close. But no advance from the runners. 2 outs, a couple of base runners at first and second. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. 3 runs on 2 base hits. No errors, but 2 are left stranded. We're through 6 full. Twins 9 and the Angels 3. On the mound now for the Twins, Dallas Keuchel.
And he's had his struggles so far this year, as you can see the inflated ERA. Looking to bring that down a little bit right here.
Number 60, Dallas Keuchel.
So digging in, Jared Walsh.
The right fielder, number 20, Jared Walsh.
And he deals. Gets the outside corner with that one. Some movement in the Twins bullpen. Dylan Floro up and throwing. Pagan warming up as well. Next offering misses, and 1-1. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Kicks and fires. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. And here it comes. Pitch misses there, and it's 2-2. And that's downstairs and outside.
The guy at the plate could recognize slider out of the hand. Didn't stay in the tunnel very long in terms of depth and perception. He knew right away it was an off-speed pitch.
Stays alive. Bounce to the right. Solano. Tosses to the pitcher covering the bag. And the leadoff hitter set down to open the 7th.
Randall Grichuk.
So in now for the Angels, Randall Grichuk. Pitch misses inside. Ball one.
I can't play around with him here. It's a 6-run lead at this point. Got to attack hitters even if you give up a solo shot.
Next pitch downstairs, and that's ball two. Bounced, and that got the pitcher. And 2 away to start the 7th. Catcher coming out to check on him. It looked like it got him on his back leg. So you'll wonder if that might be a problem for him in terms of pushing off the rubber.
Yeah, it's a great point, and we'll have to see how he looks. But to me, it appears he's moving pretty well. I think it's just going to sting for a while, but hopefully nothing more.
David Fletcher, the next to hit for the Angels. And first offering is fouled off. The big lefty turns, kicks, deals. And it's even up. Bounce to the left side. Angels retired 1, 2, 3. And the Angels are gone in order. Still way back. It's 9-3. And welcome back. Bottom of the inning. And now for the Twins, Willie Castro. The wind of the pitch. Off the plate inside. And that is ball one.
No strike.
That one ripped. That's back. And out of here. An absolute blast to left. And they add a run. It's 10-3.
It's so critical that you move the ball around, change speeds, even try to trick the hitter at times. But when you give up a home run right there, manager doesn't have a lot of patience because the velocity is not there to overcome and get the swing and miss.
And now the shortstop, Kyle Farmer. And the first offering is not close. Good eye right there. Drilled to left center, way back there, and that is gone. His 12th of the season, and they add a run. It's 11-3. That's their 3rd home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. Back-to-back homers, always a special feeling at the ballpark, especially if it's your team that does it and those guys get to slap hands at home plate. This is the kind of thing that can really fire up a ball club.
A new arm into the game, the righty, Jose Marte. He pitched yesterday, and we'll see him once again. Number 47, the next Twin up to hit. And that one almost got him.
Oh, the adrenaline's pumping right there. Pretty good fastball. Unfortunately, it got away from him. He's going to have to corral things a little bit.
Righty delivers.
C-Ride.
In there. And so now 1-2. Gets a piece and stays alive. The wind, the kick, and the 1-2. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. And he greets the new arm from the bullpen with a double.
This offense is on fire. 3 extra base hits in a row. Put a really nice balanced swing on it. And when you can rope one into the gap like that, you're thinking extra bases from the first couple of steps out of the box. And he'll feel real good about that one.
Michael A. Taylor, the next to hit.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
Here's a rocket out to left. Can't get there, and now maybe extra bases. The relay to the plate. It's offline. The run comes in. It's 12-3.
Waste no time there. This was a really nice swing. Didn't quite get enough behind it to get it out of here, but once it got over his head in left field, it was extra bases all the way.
So, man aboard, Matt Wallner, the next Twin up to hit. First offering misses the mark. Runner leads away at second. That catches the corner. Runner at second, nobody out. One, two now. Upstairs. Off the outside edge with that one, and now it's filled up.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
3-2. And that's ball
ball.
4.
Take your base.
Didn't miss by much right there. Just couldn't get the call off the inside corner.
Now Pat.
Donovan Solano, the next Twin up to hit. Siggy, he's got a history of coming through into big spots. I know I like to talk about, I'm not sure whether clutch actually exists, but you look at the numbers, and this guy always seems to deliver in those spots. And he moves up 90 feet. Runners at the corners now. One away. Two on with one out. Jorge Polanco digs in now. That's in there. And that is strike one.
Some guys are just more confident if they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
2 on, 1 out.
No, too low.
First and third, 1 down. The 1-2.
2-2.
Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. The next offering misses. And now 3-2. On the ground to second, might be two. There's one. Throw to first, safe.
I promise you, there are guys that get a little bit faster when they can smell an RBI. That was a possible inning-ending double play. Great hustle, and he gets rewarded with the RBI because of it.
Yeah, we in goal mode. Going.
And now the Twins catcher, Ryan Jeffers. Swing and a ball hammered left field. Grichuk ranging back, still going back. Pulls it in on the warning track. But the long ball was working in this inning. Not once, but twice. We look ahead to inning number 8. Major League Baseball is on the show. For the top of the 8th. So in now for the Angels, number 38. The pitch. Ball 1, no strikes. The pitch. Ground ball up the middle, and that one handled. Tosses to first. First out in the top of the 8th.
Well, I'm impressed with this guy's internal clock. He knew he had plenty of time to take that extra step, secure his grip on the baseball, and make a strong, accurate throw.
Number 18 now at the plate. Rolled slowly to first. Solano. The flip to the pitcher covering. And a couple of quick outs.
Now batting, shortstop, Zach Neto.
And next for the Angels, number 9. And first offering is fouled off. And ball 1. Next offering down low and in the dirt. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. And the inning is over. This one pretty well decided at this point. Home half of inning number 8 straight ahead. The Twins in front 13-3. Back here at the ballpark, on to the bottom of the 8th. And now the right fielder, Max Kepler. The wide to kick the pitch. That one's in there. That's strike 1.
0-1.
That's down and in. Here's a 1-1. Swing and a pop up in foul ground. Makes a nice running catch. And there's one away.
Now batting, the third baseman,
Willie Castro will hit next. Sing, you talk about a guy that has all the skills. The range is really good, but the arm just stands out, and he makes all the plays. Clips the outside corner. That's strike 1.
And because of that big power arm, he's able to play a little bit deeper, make throws from the outfield grass all the way across the diamond, and still get a pretty good runner. That's impressive.
Text offering upstairs. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Two. Just misses the mark outside the zone.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
That one lifted to left. Grichuk sizing it up. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. Out number 2.
Shortstop, Kyle.
And next for Minnesota, Kyle Farmer. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Farmer tries to hold up, appeal to first, and he went around. That's ruled a swing. The 1-1. Out front, rip foul. The 1-2. And that one cutting but missing down low. And a base hit into right center field.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. Off the bat, that one registered at 105 miles per hour, man. That is smoking, and these days you hear it all the time, but the numbers just don't lie. If you can drive a ball like that, more often than not, you're picking up a knock.
So 2 down. So up next for Minnesota, number 47. That one catches the zone, and that's strike 1. Left-hand hitter waits. And fouled off. Two outs.
1-2.
Off the outside edge, and now the count is 2-2. And down on strikes he goes. That's out number 3. Back at Target Field, and here's the first baseman, Brandon Drury.
Number 23, Brandon Drury.
The pitch. And first offering is fouled off. Now 1-1. And a pitch. There's the strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That misses the zone. 2-2.
2-2.
Out to short. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. He doesn't have a play, and they don't get the out.
The catcher, number 14,
Logan O'Hoppe, the next to hit for the Angels. And first offering is fouled off.
Well, the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him up for 2.
Kicks and deals. On the ground to second, might be 2. Oh, what a flip for 1. On to first, out, double play. Just got it there in time.
Sometimes double plays get turned so quickly that you don't really get to appreciate all of the finer details and how these guys execute them. Right there, really nice footwork, and a good feed to second was the key to pulling it off.
Stepping in, Joe Adell. There's the strike. And the pitch to the right side, and that chance handled over to first, and that'll do it. And the Twins take this one in a blowout.
The ball for his first career save deserves to be on display at his house. I mean, it's kind of like when a restaurant frames its first dollar bill somewhere on a wall. You just can't forget your first save.
13-3 our final score. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long.
The ball game, 4 hours and 17 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance at Target Field, 38,649. A reminder that extra light rail trains on the Hiawatha Line and Central Corridor are available at the Target Field station located beyond right field.